No, and then she tried to pull the whole, well, it's my opinion, but you didn't state it as your opinion.
You just said
you interjected into someone else's conversation, disrespected a culture. And the thing is, like, manga's not even a writing style. Manga is an art style. Manga's a style of art in a comic book. Manga can have horror, sci-fi, romance, it can be epics, it can be character studies, a million other things. I don't even know what, like, there's shonen manga in and of itself has like tons of subgenres. I mean, Death Note's under Shonen Jump, and it is nothing like Naruto or Dragon Ball.
Yeah.
And she just like took that entire culture, and it's not just like, you know, saying like I don't like that style of writing. Manga is culturally important to Japan. So culturally important, tax money goes into it. Dragon Ball Z Battle of Gods was a government-funded project.
Yeah.
Like they put like $30 million into
Firstly, tell me why
manga.
Tell me why my taxes.
Your taxes go to like
bullshit.
Bomb in the Middle East, and theirs goes.
Right,
to
theirs
like,
goes to anime, bro.
I was about to say, there's
okay, you can't make money.
That's really crazy to think about the contrast between, you know, you can go from like
how one country spends their money.
You can go from like Bleach to like Fruits Basket, bro. Like.
So it was just an irritating conversation because like you're disrespecting a cultural like style of art, and you're just a novel snob. It's like, you know, if she were reading like 1984, Brave New World, Studying Scarlet, I wouldn't judge her, right? Be a novel snob if you're reading like long good.
Right, and
you're reading John Green's books.
And not only that,
get away from me.
No, listen,
probably
not
like Sarah Plain and Tall.
It'd be different, like if she was reading those and the other ones, right? Because you know that's a totally.
But she's only ever talked about The Fault in Our Stars is her favorite book.
Yeah, John Green. You know, the guy from Crash Course.
Yeah, it's like
get the fuck out my face.
And
I read The Fault in Our Stars.
If you just said I don't like manga, that's fine. But you're trying to like
it was hilarious.
You're trying to make other people feel bad. You're trying to make other people. When you're trying to make other people feel bad for liking something, like, and then she's like, well, I just don't like, you know, my bad, I don't like books with pictures. Like, don't try to demean people for liking books with pictures. Some of the best books, I guarantee you that my comic books have a higher reading level than The Fault in Our Stars, have higher vocabulary, vernacular you ain't even never heard of. In like Infinity Gauntlet, Born Again, I read like The Watchmen is an entire political commentary, and those are just the superhero things. That's not even like because comics are also not just superheroes; they're a pervasive genre with tons of other things and incredibly versatile. And she's just like, oh, picture books are bad. Haha, I'm smart. Like, shut up.
Quite literally.
Remember the Amulet books from when we were little?
Who is this?
The ones, big ass, fucking thick. It's just comic books, but big and thick as fuck. Like. Those were good.
There are words, language, and comics that you can find
in
a comic book that you won't ever read in a novel by John Green. No offense, I love Crash Course, but he's not.
That's why MF Doom is as good as he is. It's the comics, man. I'm telling you, that goddamn vernacular.
Every like amazing lyrical.
Their ass cheeks clap when they walk through the door.
You're grounded.
Yeah, don't put the fuck on that, bro.
I know,
every lyrical rapper reads comics.
I know personally when I read a book, it helps me. Whenever there's at least a few pictures in the book, it helps me to get a good idea of like what I'm supposed to interpret it as. You know?
And I'm not saying like that comics are better than novels. They're their own thing. They're separate. They do different things.
I've read a few books where personally it's been turned into a movie, and I see the movie and I'm just like, wow, that's not really how I imagined how it was, but I can now understand it better.
So that's part of the love of novels too, and I do like reading novels. I'm not. My problem with reading is like I like to read late, but then I read from like 10 to like 6 a.m. and then I gotta go to school.
I have a problem. I struggle.
So that's why I don't read that much. But like novels, the idea is that it is your own world. It gives you this description, and then you can turn that into how you imagine it. And you're not like forced to stick to any strict conformed reality. Comics are separate. Comics are a visual medium. Comics are important in like every culture that's ever had comics. It's been important to that culture. I already explained how it's important in Japan. Comics helped win World War II. Captain America was involved fighting Nazi Germany before America.
Yeah.
Like, that's how important comics are. He punched Hitler in the face before we ever tried.
Yeah, man.
Before Pearl Harbor, like, we weren't involved in the war when comics were, and it kept soldiers happy. I mean, Dr. Seuss was a playwright. Some of the, like, most culturally important things can come from comic books and like visual media. And there's nothing wrong with having visual media. It's a separate thing than novels.
Yeah.
Wait, how old is your the teacher that was saying that?
He's 24.
Oh no, it wasn't the teacher that was making the argument that manga sucks. It was another student. The teacher's awesome. He was trying to keep the peace. He was trying to keep the peace. I wasn't even getting heated.
Because
not the chatting one.
Depending on how old, if it was the teacher, depending on how old they were, I was about to say it was a completely different era, like 40 years ago for comics.
Nah, this bitch was younger than him.
Like not even 40, like I remember.
She a hoe. She a hoe ass bitch.
I remember.
Talk about manga's ass. All right, Margaret.
You can't say that, sir.
I can say what I need to.
But I was gonna say, you know, like I can see where you could make that argument. Like, let's play devil's advocate right quick. You know, back in the old days, you know, the whole thing with Wonder Woman, her weakness to have.
Okay, yeah, but okay, comics. But
Man,
see, you're risking going into this.
Or like when Captain America said "Hell Hydra" at the end of that one comic.
That was recent. That was recent, and that's
What?
Screw that writer. Yeah, Captain America was a Nazi. Yeah.
What?
Yeah. So.
Hold on a minute.
Apparently, the
Hold
Captain
on a
America.
minute.
But listen,
I mean, if you think about it, Captain America is as Aryan as it gets, though.
Hold up.
You got the blonde hair, the blue
no.
eyes.
What they said, it's one thing. It's one thing, like, you know, make him Nazi for like one comic. Maybe he was brainwashed, yada yada. The reveal was that the Captain America everyone grew up on. You know, the guy who fought in World War II, written by two Jewish men.
Arc,
yeah, that guy.
The full arc of like.
Yeah, all up to Hail Hydra was secretly a Hydra agent that didn't know it, and it was because someone changed that with like the Cosmic Cube, something like that. And now that, you know, he's Captain America again, he's like a communist, but it's a separate conversation. New Cap's like a
Get
communist.
some thoughts, see.
Captain America,
Get some
owner
thoughts, see.
of America's best ass.
Comrade America.
Oh my god. I want to have America's best ass.
Okay, but have y'all seen Captain America's ass?
Apparently, his nudes leaked too. I haven't looked.
for
Are you about to look them up?
For real?
I have not looked at them. No, no.
Too late, I'm Googling.
I shouldn't have said
those
anything.
memes
I
are.
think you can literally, like, when I try to connect to it, you can.
Those memes
Okay,
are.
Captain
Oh, you have an iPhone, right? Yeah, go to your settings.
It's not in the
America.
settings.
You're connected to it.
I
Go
know.
to your
I
settings.
know. It's not in the
It
settings.
will ask you to send
All right, let's look
It
at
will
these.
ask you
I'm not
to
looking at
send it to
those.
me.
Don't show me
Your
those.
Wi-Fi.
Why not?
Well, one, you're gonna get like a lot of drawings.
Wi-Fi.
What? Hold on.
No,
What
like
the
one
fuck?
second.
Yeah, what?
Hold on.
What do I do now?
Hold on a minute. Wait a minute. I forgot. I Google. It's horrible.
Hey, chill.
Don't look at my. No.
I'm not looking at your search
Right.
history. Chill. Chill. Calm down.
Give me my Google.
Damn it, alright, what's the password?
Yes, I can look
It's
at
gonna be
my
a bitch.
Google.
What's the password? Ministry of Magic.
Don't look at this.
Over here.
Case. I'm fixing your case.
I got it.
Oh no.
Steve-O, cut this part. This sounds bad.
I was gonna say,
No
Push the
one
head
touches
down.
my Google.
those memes were kind of ridiculous. Where
I'm sorry.
the memes were
Okay.
ridiculous. Of like, it said Captain America gets on thoughts. He's like a black person at a bar. Because how old he is.
Captain America was, even when he was like being written by like back in those days, he kind of was more equal rights. I mean, equal rights as, you know, any old guy was back then. But
Okay.
yeah, no, the Captain America that fought in World War II against Nazis and was written by two Jewish men
What's
turns out to be a Nazi.
Captain America's name again? Chris
Chris
Evans.
Evans, yeah. Don't look up Chris
What?
Evans.
That's the actor. That's not his actual. His name is Steve Rogers.
No. Chris Evans nudes leaked.
Yes, and I'm Googling them.
I'm pretty sure he's.
Oh, I thought when you said that, you like said that like it got leaked in the comic. Like
No. Batman's nudes got leaked in a comic.
Man, they were like, we just did it as a joke.
No, they said we didn't mean to. We thought it was gonna be dark than that. Why'd you draw the penis in the first place?
Man, I feel like they're trying to be too edgy with like Batman 2099. Like they had Batman was
But
having
they
a
don't-
baby with Barbara and then she
But
had
where?
miscarriage while
Yeah.
she liked to take his stuff. Like,
Comics like to be
Where
edgy
dudes
now.
go?
Are you looking up Chris Evans
Yes.
nudes?
Okay. Darn it,
I'm
not
sorry I
aware.
said something. My God.
Man, that is quite a penis.
well, guys, we're like almost at an hour, so like
I don't think we should wrap up on man. That's quite a penis.
it's not gonna be it next. You just
No, alright, now let's keep going. Alright. No,
Okay, I can't find them on-
They're on Isaac's phone.
They are?
You're
Show
grounded to
me.
your own chair.
are we talking about it?
Why?
No, 2020. Let's
You
go.
cannot ground me.
I can ground you from my lap.
All right,
No, you can't.
Yeah,
That's
I can.
rude.
Consent.
let's finish February
Rude
2020.
consent.
Dog. February, worst month of the year. No offense, Steve.
Ahmaud Arbery gets killed by 2 white police officers in February.
Oh, yeah.
We should not say
Man,
that.
you're gonna
like
have to come over
casual,
here
but-
because I can't like.
People are all the time, minorities are always getting killed by police,
You shouldn't
It's
say
an
that
American thing.
so callously.
It's an American
Man,
thing.
I can't
It's
show you because
normal.
I'm trying not
It's
to show.
so. Okay.
Try not to show Nick.
You should cut this off. Cut this. Because that was we don't mean to respond so callously. It's just,
For real?
it's depressing
Man.
that it happens so often.
this to we're near an hour. This is gonna take me.
Dog, you just gotta cut off where the assignment ends and then cut off like this part.
Yeah, alright. So no, what do we? Alright, so no, what happened?
Okay, this is where you're gonna, you can stop cutting it here. This is where it starts. Go.
Okay, so what? Who,
Ahmaud Arbery,
I'm not gonna lie. This is the one I missed because I hear about his name and it's the one I missed.
he gets he got chased down by 2 white police officers and they kill him.
Okay, but what happened? What was the situation? I don't think cops should be killing people. Let me get that out of the way.
I do not believe the government should have the right to kill its citizens.
I would like to know the context around the whole situation.
From what I read in the article, it seemed to be like the whole Trayvon Martin thing. You know, he's just chilling, doing his thing, and then they see him, and he makes eye contact with them, and then they start chasing him, and they eventually catch him and kill him.
He didn't have any.
Yeah, nah, he was armless.
I am of the opinion that the government should not have the right to kill its own.
Because if you're shooting someone that's armless, you're just a dickhead.
Oh, but if you're shooting someone that's unarmed, you're not.
No, you're still a dickhead. But if you're shooting someone that's armless, like you don't have arms, my guy. You just.
You know
into that shit.
Unless it is directly in self-defense, I do not believe that the government should have the right to kill its own citizens.
The government shouldn't be shooting anybody. Police shouldn't be shooting anybody, and police shouldn't
It should
be
never get to
openly
that
racist. Like, are you kidding me?
I mean, if it's an accident, obviously, but
Well, cops go looking for trouble. Not like every cop. I'm not trying to generalize, but like
most cops.
no, not even that. Because of all the interactions daily with police officers, statistically, not as many of them go wrong as the media would presume. But a firefighter does not.
Oh yeah, it wasn't. It was just 2 white people.
No, it was 3. He was chased down by 3 white people.
Firefighters don't just
But
say
a firefighter does not
Daisy.
patrol the neighborhood for a fire. They wait at the station. Cops statistically will always show up after the crime is committed anyway. They patrol for no reason. It just increases the likelihood of conflict and therefore death of young minorities. They should be staying in the station. They should not be. If we're gonna have police officers, if we're gonna have the strong arm of the government in everyone's homes, then they should stay in the station and wait for a call. That's it. They should not be patrolling neighborhoods.
Yeah, because that's just gonna antagonize people.
I cannot tell you how many times I was like playing with like this shotgun I found. It was a BB gun. I didn't even have any BBs. It was like a broken shotgun. That's how I got all my toys in the hood. I can't tell you how many times I was playing with them, and like a cop would roll by and like stop and be like, once it gets a little darker, you shouldn't be playing with that anymore. And I'm like,
the statement that alone is concerning.
like,
Yeah.
I'm 12. Why shouldn't I be playing with this toy shotgun with a bright orange tip?
I know.
Am I putting you at risk?
I know.
I put that motherfucker at risk.
From personal experience, I went to homecoming when I was in, I think I was a freshman at Battle Creek Central. Me and my friend Romello, who was also a African-American individual, we were walking with a group of friends and we were stopped by cops who were apparently suspecting other people who were walking around at night at that time, but I think that was chicken shit because there was, it was only us, like only the people from homecoming walking to that or driving to the after party, and they said there was an incident that happened and we looked like the people who did it, but then again, I think that was harassment. They grabbed him.
He was just like, sorry, you look.
They put Romello on the.
Sorry,
I thought you were the other guys. You were too. I mean, it was too dark out to tell.
Sorry, the description we have for is a black male from a like Drake skin tone to an Akon skin tone, anywhere from 3'11" to 7'8". You know, short, long hair with dreads, but also an afro at the same time. You know,
maybe a buzz cut with some waves.
Maybe a buzz cut, some waves, a do rag, but like also a stocking cap as well as a beanie and a hoodie, but a white tank top. You know,
but no hat at all. Like white, red, black t-shirt, beater, like jacket, but shirtless at the same time.
Listen, the only time I support the cops shooting anyone is if they're wearing some black Air Forces, because that motherfucker's a murderer. All right.
That's like telepathy energy.
Right. That's hatred. You have hatred in your blood.
But, yeah, they just
black Air Forces
for no reason, man. And I feel like if it was just me and Romello and the other guys wasn't there, it could have turned into something else. And I've also been in a few other situations where it was just me and at least somebody else. Now, thank goodness it hasn't been just me by myself. And I think it was only like one situation where it's me by myself, but there was 2 officers and one of them was good and he diffused the situation. So, you know, it's just something that
No, I mean, I've experienced stuff like that. Like we were like walking with Dee Dee, and like every time a cop would roll by, they'd like slow down to like see what was going on.
Make sure
like,
we're okay.
It is like 2 like 5'8" white guys with a 5-foot black man, and you guys are thinking he's the threat.
My thing is like I'll be walking through the hood and I'll be wearing my hoodie. You can't see my hands because my hoodie's big, so it covers up my hands. And I've had cops pull up beside me and like say, hey, stop, and then I turn around, they're like, sorry, my bad. I'm like, you a racist bitch. I hate you and your whole entire family, your bloodline, fuck you, everything that you stand for. Like, it's some bullshit. And nah, I don't stand for it, man. That's some shit. What's next?
No, thank you.
The last thing that happened in February was
February.
The first major outbreak of COVID.
Nah, we already exhausted the COVID.